we're going to talk about the learning method used at Spanish Now. In our classes, we use an immersion method, a conversational method, and a natural way of learning. Let's talk about immersion. Immersion is where you are in a place that only speaks the target language, and you can't rely on your native language to translate. This forces you to figure out what the native speakers are saying and also forces you to express yourself as best as you can. It produces quick results. The problem with immersion is that it takes time and money, which many people do not easily have. In our classes, we save you the trip out of the country. So how do we do that? First of all, we do not use English from day one. The classes are only in Spanish. The teacher speaks only Spanish and the students are expected to only speak Spanish. Number two, we use high quality visuals so you can understand what is being talked about. Lastly, we use words that are similar in English and in Spanish. Thankfully, you're not learning Russian or Chinese. We're learning Spanish, and so there's many similarities. And we use everyday useful situations so that the class makes sense every time you come. Next, let's talk about the conversational method of learning Spanish. Now, everybody wants to do conversational Spanish. However, if you're a beginner, you can't just join a conversation circle and start chatting. So what we do from the very beginning is to teach you how to ask and answer questions in Spanish. Again, we use everyday useful situations so that you could use the thing you learned in class that very same day after class. In later levels, we do have conversational circles, conversational classes that are very fun. Last but not least, we will use a natural way of learning. Now, you have already learned a language before, and you're still able to speak it, understand it, write it, and read it successfully. Now, how did you learn English as a baby? Did you translate everything from English to baby language? Well, of course not. That's not how children learn. They learn a new language by observing, listening, and mimicking. So, how does that apply to our classes? In our class, we will use the same natural way of learning. We will not translate. We will not be a walking dictionary. The classes are not grammar heavy. Instead, you will be listening to the teacher who will set a pattern for you that you will repeat. And we will do it as a class. You will do it individually. You will do it in pairs. And then you will write it down. Now, because you're not a baby anymore, you can't just sit in class without taking notes. We do have to take notes, and we do have homework in your house so you can review what we learned. I can't wait to have you join us, so please go to our website, gjspanishnow.com, and register today and save a spot because space is very, very limited. If you do not live here locally or simply just have a very difficult schedule and the classes that I offer don't work for you, we also have some online courses with the same immersion method. Some are free and the others are worth the investment. Gracias. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.